Hello everyone and welcome back to Neptune's Child Tarot. Thank you guys so much for being here, your continued love and support. For those of you that are new, welcome. You may also want to check out my main tarot channel, Moon Moth Goddess, where I do have a bunch of other pick a card readings posted over there as well. For those of you that would like to book a private reading, you can always find my email down below in the description box. Just send me an email and I will provide you with more information on booking readings as well as other services with me. So today's pick a card reading, we are doing what do you need to change or work on? And we're going to see what it is and then how you can make the changes or work on whatever it is that Spirit's saying you need to focus your energy towards, okay? So what do you need to change or work on? And it could really be, it could be something personal. Maybe it's, I don't know, for some of you, it could be working on your perspective, changing your perspective, or your level of confidence, or maybe it's, it could be facing certain fears, or I don't know, maybe it could be changing where you live. Okay, so we'll just kind of see whatever it is that does come through. We're going to do 3 piles today. Pile number 1, we have this here, and I think this is Imperial Jasper. Okay, I didn't know what this crystal was, but one of the subscribers left a comment and said that this was Imperial Jasper, so that is what we are going with. Okay, so that's going to be pile 1's crystal. Pile 2 is going to be this here, and this is a titanium rainbow quartz. Okay, a rainbow quartz. And then pile number 3 is going to be Labradorite. Okay. Labradorite for pile number 3. So if you already know, which crystal you do feel the most drawn to, you can go ahead and click the timestamp, but I am going to be adding in one of these cards to help you with choosing your pile today. So let's see. What do you need to change or work on? Pile number 1. What do you need to change or work on? Okay, so we have the Queen. Determination and sacrifice with the Queen. Okay, that is pile 1. Okay. Pile number 2. Let's see what we have for you. What do you need to change or work on? It reminds me of the Queen of Swords. Let's see. What do you need to change or work on? Pile number 2. We have the Scholar, and it says investigations and research. Okay. And that is going to be with your little titanium quartz. Rainbow quartz. Okay. Pile number 3. Let's see what we have for you. What do you need to change or work on? What does pile number 3 need to change or work on? Wow, look at this. The King. We have control, reversal of fortune. Interesting. And that is going to be with this Labradorite. Okay. Control, reversal of fortune. Okay, so those are your choices today. If you do feel drawn to more than one, go with whatever your intuition is telling you at this time. Interesting that we have these flanking the reading, the piles today. Okay, so pile 1 with the Queen and the Imperial Jasper, pile 2 with the Scholar and the Rainbow Titanium Quartz, and then pile number 3 with the King and the Labradorite. Timestamps will be down below, and I will see you guys at your reading. Hi, pile 1. So those of you that resonated with the Queen and the Imperial Jasper, This is going to be a reading today. So like I said, this reminds me a lot of the Queen of Swords. And we have determination and sacrifice. And the Queen of Swords energy within the tarot. But the other thing that I'm noticing here, this symbol right here, this triangle is fire. And this here is water. There's balance here in this, the way that I'm reading this, okay? I'm seeing this as a balance here. We've got fire and water, but there's also the sword, which is air, the element of air. The Queen of Swords is about mental clarity, about decisions, actions. So maybe there's a need for you to create some type of balance between your feelings, your emotion, your intuition, logic. I mean, we also have earth energy here too with the plants, the earth. Determination and sacrifice. Maybe there's something you're needing to make, like to be more balanced in your decision, your way of thinking. Let's see what's coming through with the tarot. Okay. Pile 1. What do you need to change or work on? What do you need to change or work on? What do you need to change or work on? Pile 1. The Hierophant. Okay. This could have something to do with your beliefs. Okay. Could even be certain commitments that you have. We have the Fool. The Fool. Okay. Queen of Wands. What do you need to change or work on? The Two of Swords. Yeah. This is decisions here. Look at how this Two of Swords, this crow, has its heart outside in a cage. This makes me feel too, because of this, like I said, this is the symbol for water. This is fire. I'm noticing that the water symbol is larger than the fire. This makes me feel that many of you have a lot of creative energy. I mean, you do have the Queen of Wands here. There's a lot of passion, a lot of creativity. Because this sword is kind of right through the water symbol, it makes me feel that some of you might allow your emotions to control your decision making. They may also cloud your judgment with regard to your decisions, okay? That's kind of what I'm getting from this intuitively. Because with the Two of Swords, this is when we feel confused, we feel conflicted, we're indecisive. And there's a need for us to connect in with our intuition here and not listen to other people's opinions or outside noise. We're needing to just kind of go within so that we have that clarity. So yeah, I'm kind of getting here. There needs to be a balance between your intuition, feelings, emotions, and also your logic. There's a need for balance. And with the Hierophant here, this could be talking about certain beliefs that you have. You know, like let's just say if you're someone who's has fear or insecurities, and those fears or insecurities are something that are holding you back from the Fool energy, which is about taking a leap of faith, with the Queen of Wands energy. And the Queen of Wands is all about pursuing your passions, your dreams, your goals, your desires. It's like very much of a go-getter energy. Like you want something, let's get it. You know, let's get it. Interesting. And look who's at the bottom. Look who came to the party, the Queen of Swords. Look at inside of this little maze here. There's a lot going on in there. But to me, this is kind of like maybe like what's going on in your head, in your mind. We've got a rabbit in there. There's a little heart over there. There's a rabbit here. Looks like there's a little mouse. There's a, I don't know if this is a swan. There's a cage here, another sword here. It makes me feel that there's something, maybe changing your thoughts, restructuring your thoughts, your way of thinking could be something that's helpful for you. Six of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. Knight of Cups. Yeah, this makes me feel like decision. We have determination and sacrifice. Focus. The Queen of Swords. I love that. Okay. Can I fit this in there? We'll see. I'm going to save this Queen of Swords here. Interesting. Okay. Let's pull some other cards here and see what do you need to change or work on. What does Pile 1 need to change or work on? We have enlightenment. Pain and suffering. Pain and suffering. We have euphoria and insight. And the bottom, we have create your dreams. Okay. So, I feel like for some of you with the pain and suffering here, this could be things that are creating blockages for you and could be going into certain beliefs that you might hold with inside of yourself, you know? Yeah, because both of these energies here, the euphoria and the insight and the enlightenment, these are higher levels of thinking. This is from a place of knowledge, wisdom, which you gain with the Hierophant energy here. This is symbolizing all of the lessons that you have learned and then being able to then integrate. You know, to me, determination says a lot about focus here too with the Queen of Swords. You can release yourself from a place of pain and suffering, and that may, you know, include healing here. But I feel like what Spirit is wanting you to change your thoughts, the way that you think, away from a place of pain and suffering, which could be creating limitations, right? Because of certain things that you may have experienced in your past, which could have shaped your beliefs into a way that may be limiting you in some way. So being able to change, right? Because this looks a little scattered to me. I mean, the Queen of Swords is about clarity, but there's a lot going on here. There's stuff everywhere in this maze. So I'm also feeling there's a need for grounding here as well. Grounding. There's a need for releasing your passions, your desires, that creative energy. So you do have create your dreams here. I want to clarify this Two of Swords here as well. Why is the Two of Swords? Whoops, I just dumped all my cards. Do I want to take all these? Three of Wands, Ace of Cups, King of Cups. I don't think so. Let's do this again. Let's see. Why is the Two of Swords here? We have the Eight of Cups and the King of Wands. Yeah, look at how you have both the Queen and the King here. This is balanced energy, fire energy. The Eight of Cups is making, or, you know, clarifying the Two of Swords. Like I said, the Two of Swords is being indecisive. And the Eight of Cups is a need for letting go or walking away from something that does not serve you. Okay? And that may be part of the sacrifice here, is for you to see something clearly. See something clearly. I mean, I'm even seeing kind of like counterpart energy here, the Queen and King of Wands. So some of you where there is a need for detaching from someone, okay? It won't be that for all of you, but for some of you, there could be a need for you to release a connection with someone. Because that can also be something that is keeping you stuck. Like if you're still holding on to someone energetically, leaving you also in a place of pain and suffering. You know? It makes me feel like looking at that bird with the heart that's outside in a cage, that your feelings or emotions are kind of caught up in something that is keeping your energy blocked. Maybe heart chakra blockages, something that's restricting here. The cage is open though, you know? The cage is open. I'm almost feeling there's something here for some of you, whatever this pain and suffering is. Maybe it's certain beliefs that are keeping you stuck in that mindset or mentality. Let's see, why is the pain and suffering here? Clarify the pain and suffering. Knight of Pentacles. This could be with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Taurus. And the Six of Cups. This could be from a past marriage, a past commitment, a past relationship. Okay, some of this could be a love connection from your past. Some of you, this could be a soulmate connection. Okay. Some type of relationship here. It could even be family. It almost makes me feel like Spirit is wanting you to kind of rethink things. I'm noticing the Hierophant is here twice. Yeah, this feels like maybe potentially a commitment or a marriage. Maybe some of you, there is some type of sacrifice you're needing to make in order to gain clarity, letting something go or someone go from your past, healing something. This could even be healing beliefs from childhood, okay? Those of you that have a painful childhood past, this could be you taking time to integrate what you've learned from those experiences from your past. Okay, it's almost, what I'm kind of getting from this is almost like Spirit is kind of wanting you to integrate, like it's like almost like Spirit's saying it's time for integration. Okay, it's time for integration. Let's release yourself from a place of pain and suffering of the things from the past. It's time for changing the mindset. It's time for changing the mentality. Like it's go time. It's time for you to release. It's time for you to cut ties with people, with situations. You know, the Hierophant is here twice. This is knowledge. It's wisdom that you've gained from experiences that you've gone through in your life. Do not allow these things or people or situations that you still have connections to hold you back any longer, is the message that I'm getting here. Maybe some of you did make a sacrifice of cutting ties or letting go of someone. And, you know, you could have already walked away from someone, left someone behind, broken up with someone, divorced. But I'm kind of getting that there's still this energetic attachment that's almost like holding on to you, that's keeping you in a place that's stuck. And it's kind of like Spirit saying, now it's time for this energy to be cleared, healed, released, so that you can be free. Because I'm feeling for some of you, there's something here from your past or childhood or a previous relationship, or maybe even one that you've got going on right now. And that message won't be for all of you, but some of you might have a connection with someone right now that you're needing to kind of detach yourself from. Okay? Because I feel like this energy here is kind of throwing you out of alignment in some way, in some regard. It's keeping you from your mission, your purpose, your goal, your dream, what you're meant to accomplish here on earth at this time. There's a need for freedom. There's a need for freedom from your past, from your pain, from your childhood, from something here. It's like you hold so much wisdom and knowledge already from what you've gone through, and now it's Spirit saying, okay, let's bring it all together. Let's balance all this energy out, and then we can move forward and feel free with all of these things that we've accumulated from the past, sort through them to clear the mind. Okay? Sort through them. Because, yeah, to me, this looks like scattered energy here. And Spirit's really wanting you to kind of like bring it in. Let's bring it in and integrate. It's time for integration. That's what I'm getting. Okay? Four of Wands can also be you moving into a place of stability, harmony, through maybe even changing perspective. You've got the Eight of Pentacles energy here, which is about self-mastery, mastering the self. You've gone through all the things. You've gone through all the things already. Okay? Now it's time to integrate all of those lessons and kind of like streamline your energy in a way. That's kind of what I'm getting from this. Okay? Many of you, I feel like once you do that and really kind of taking a step back from situations, reviewing things from your past, comes this insight. There's the insight right there. The Hangman. Enlightenment. Because you're then able to look at all of these things that you've gone through and how they've all shaped you into the person you are now, today. It's almost like Spirit's saying, you're done learning here. You're done learning. Now it's time to focus. Now it's time to come here to really focus on what your mission is, on what your purpose is. You've gone through all the lessons. It's time to release these energies or these people or these situations, healing the past, so that you can then become who you're meant to be. And get focused and determined versus having your energy be scattered with this inner child thing that happened to you, or that past relationship thing, or this current thing that you're kind of going through right now, you know? That's kind of what I'm getting from this. So let's see what else. Yeah, I'm getting like it's integration time. Like Spirit's saying, it's go time. You've learned enough. You've done enough learning. You've done enough healing. Now it's time to become who you came to be. Let's see. Create your dreams. What do you need to change or work on? Pile number 1. Interesting message today. You have, like, you know, the Eight of Pentacles is, you know, you're dedicating your time to the self. You're working on the self. It's like Spirit's saying, you've learned enough. School's over. School's over. You know, now it's time to integrate what you've learned. What do you need to change or work on? The self. Eight of Pentacles is the self. It says a time to say goodbye. Something is about to end for now. Okay? So this could be, like I said, releasing certain things from past, releasing yourself from that mindset or mentality of pain or suffering. We have the water and salt with truth. Maybe some of you are needing to face some type of truth, okay? We have never jam today, promises that never come to be, empty words, and not living in the now, okay? And then we also have the unending sadness of looking back, endless regret, obsessive grief, replaying the past, and negative nostalgia. Okay? So some of you, like I said, you could be holding on to things from the past. This is time to say goodbye. This is time to let it go. There's time to facing truth of a situation. Maybe, like I said, for some of you, there has been certain sacrifices that you have made with letting people go, and maybe that hurts. Maybe it still hurts. Okay? Some of you, maybe it was a person in your life. It could be a parent. It could be, a partner. Empty words, promises that never came to be. To me, not only is this talking about someone else, but how many promises have you made to yourself that you have not kept? How many times have you told yourself, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, but it's not time yet. I'm going to wait till next week. I'm going to do that next month. Right? We have determination and sacrifice. Something's got to go. Something has to go. Something has to be released. The Eight of Cups is also about setting out on a journey of discovering the self. Setting out on your soul's journey. Maybe for some of you, it's taking that next level, going from the Queen of Wands into the King of Wands, which is mastery of your energy. Okay? So let's ask Spirit here. How can you, well, for one thing, if you're still healing from something that you're still holding on to, of course, healing it. Okay, healing that. Whatever remnants are there. If it is certain beliefs or insecurities or fears that you might have that are kind of holding you back, facing whatever they are. Okay, maybe there's a need for also being honest with yourself about certain things. So how can you make these changes in your life? How can you make these changes? How can you work on yourself and make these changes? What do you need to do? Nine of Cups and the Two of Swords again. Okay. The Two of Swords, making a decision. Okay, focusing, listening within. Because with the Nine of Cups energy here, this is wish fulfillment. This is happiness. This is feeling satisfied. Happiness is not a destination. Okay, happiness is found within sight of the self. Okay, this is making a choice to be happy right now, not next week. Not when you have this or when you have that. It's being happy right now. Okay? Releasing yourself, making the choice to release yourself from pain and suffering and into power, confidence, creating and manifesting your dreams. We also have the High Priestess here. So what is Spirit saying? What you can do? Listen to your intuition more. Listen to your higher self, pile one, okay? Listen. The Two of Swords and the High Priestess, they're connected with the number 2. The Two of Swords, again, you got it right there. This is a need for us to listen from within. Take a pause and listen to what the intuition is saying. Six of Pentacles. What can you do? How can you make these changes? The Ace of Cups. I'm also feeling being open to new beginnings, okay? There's definitely healing that's coming through here as well, okay? Four of Swords. Some of you are needing to heal the mind, okay? Like I said, for some of you, there's a lot going on in here. Okay, there could be a little bit of scattered energy because your Queen and King of Wands, there's a need for you to bring that energy into balance. Remember how I was saying with your little card here, look how little the fire sign is in comparison to the cups, right? To me, this is also saying something is out of balance here. Okay, and you have both the King and Queen of Wands here. which there's a need for balancing out your feminine and your masculine energies with the element of fire. Okay? So, Four of Swords, there's healing here. The Four of Swords, taking time to rest, taking time for meditation, taking time to bring up any of these heavy feelings or emotions to be able to release them. Okay? That is how you're going to create harmony and balance within your life, and also happiness here. Okay? With releasing certain things. And, you know, if you're feeling disappointed, discouraged, the Five of Cups can also talk about grief, pain, sadness. Okay? Some of you, like I said, are needing to say goodbye to something or someone from your past. Spirit wanting you to move forward at this time without that, so you could feel a lot lighter. The Fool energy is kind of like a newborn soul. Okay? All you're taking with you with the Fool energy is all the lessons that you've already learned. Okay? So yeah, I'm getting a huge message of integration. Integrating everything that you've learned. It is now time. Let's get these thoughts kind of cleared out, clearing the clutter from the mind. Okay? Take some time to pause and reflect upon things that you've gone through in the past. Really take this time to think about what those lessons are. What have you learned? So we can clear it and release it. Okay? It kind of reminds me of the Judgment energy, rebirth. You know, we're looking to our past. What did we learn? If we're still holding on to the heaviness, then we haven't fully processed that grief, that pain, that sadness, if it's still there sitting within us. This is now time to get past that phase of holding on to that heaviness in our heart from something from so far in the past. Some of you might be going through it right now, and then that won't be really for you. But those of you that have been holding on to heaviness in your heart from childhood, from something from 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, it's time. Okay? It's time to release and to really, again, what did you learn? What has it taught you? That is where you're going to see the insight, the enlightenment. Then you're able to change your perspective towards things that have happened in the past. So they are no longer things that are holding you back energetically. You create more balance within inside of yourself, right? Not only with this fire energy here, but also helping you, right? We've got some scattered energy here within the element of air, the mindset. We're helping to balance because, yeah, I'm seeing this kind of like as a need for balance within the mind here. And it feels like emotions and feelings, the heaviness here, are clouding you in some way. Okay? So really taking some time to say, okay, what's coming up? What's still bothering me? What's still hurting me? Okay? The Ace of Cups is a card of release. Okay? Let's see, what else? What is your advice, Pile 1? What is Pile 1's advice to close out this reading, Spirit? What is Pile 1's advice? Clarity, planning and releasing illusion. And we also have angelic assistance, divine guidance, and loving support. Okay, some of you might say, okay, I've already done so much healing. I don't know what I have to heal. I don't know what's left. Okay? We have unknown feelings and also past life influences with deep emotions. Some of you might also be healing stuff from your past lives. Okay? Clearing things from the subconscious. Ask your spirit guides. Ask your spirit team for help. They'll give you a dream about it. You know, about something that still has to be healed and cleared. And spirit does work like that a lot of the times. Is there something that's sitting within our subconscious, and it might be that we have a dream about someone. It's coming into our conscious awareness for a reason. Spirit's letting us know, hey, you still have this thing that you haven't healed from this connection, this friendship, this relationship, so that you can release the illusion surrounding maybe still having an attachment to that person or that situation or that memory, okay? To help you to bring up these and purge and clear these emotions. We have an adjustment here, looking back so that you can move forward, right? Those of you that feel stuck, indecisive here, conflicted. We're looking back, but not in a way that we're grieving still with the pain and suffering to feel more hurt. We're looking back to see What did we learn? How can I change my perspective towards the things from the past so that I'm able to move forward? And then we also have clairvoyance here, inspiration, interpretation, and trust. So start to trust, especially if you're actively working with your spirit guides, ancestors, higher self, for helping you on your healing journey or whatever it is that you're doing. Trust the messages that you're receiving, especially for those of you that have clairvoyance. That clairvoyance is going to come through meditation, daydreaming, when you're sleeping. Okay, you might have clairvoyant visions, dreams, even when you're awake. Okay, learn to trust them. Learn to trust how you're interpreting these messages. If you're struggling a little bit, take some time for meditation. And then I'm also seeing healing the heart. Okay, the power of self-love is the message that Spirit is giving to you today as your guidance for this. Okay, so that is all that I have for you. Pile number 1. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, pile 2. So those of you that resonated with the scholar, it says investigation and research. Okay, so let's see what comes through with your tarot. What do you need to change or work on? And then we're going to find out how you can do that, okay? So what do you need to change or work on? Pile number 2. What does pile number 2 need to change or work on? Pile number 2, Spirit. What do they need to change or work on? The Queen of Wands. Wheel of Fortune. Ace of Wands. So we do have Aries energy here, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Taurus. What do you need to change or work on? The Devil. Okay. And then at the bottom, we have the Ten of Wands. Interesting. Okay. So I'm going to pull some more cards here and we'll look at this a little bit more. Interesting. This, I'll talk about it in a second. Let's pull these other cards out. What do you need to change or work on? Pile 2, detachment. We have belief and faith. Prisoner of the past and also forgiveness. Okay. Interesting energy. I'm seeing switch mentality at the bottom. Changing your mentality. Okay. I'm noticing that with the prisoner of the past, forgiveness, all of this goes together. The detachment. Okay. Detaching from something, someone. I mean, this could even go into the old version of yourself. You have the Ten of Wands here. This is energetic burden, weight, things that you're holding on to. The Devil energy can talk about attachment, codependency, obsession, anything that is holding us back, control, manipulation, fear, self-limiting beliefs. Okay? So if there is something or someone that you have an attachment to, maybe somebody that may have hurt you in the past, there's a need for you to work on forgiveness so that you can work towards releasing this, because I'm almost feeling like Spirit is wanting you to clear your energy so that you're able to kind of focus on yourself and pursuing your passions, your dreams, your goals. Yeah, I almost feel like the Ten of Wands energy here. There's something heavy that you're still holding on to. And with the scholar here, investigation and research, you know, this is about you focusing your energy, I feel like, elsewhere, okay? Because you do have the Queen of Wands here and the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands is about a new beginning, a spark of creativity, of passion. But what I'm also noticing after I put out this Ten of Wands, look what else is underneath the deck. And so, the King of Wands. Okay, so I'm getting, for some of you, this could have been a connection that you had to someone. Could be a fire sign, doesn't have to be. We've also got Capricorn energy here. Sagittarius, Aries. Okay. But this makes me feel like there could be someone here from your past that you felt a very strong attraction to. The Wheel of Fortune is going to be a need for change. Okay, a need for change. And this could be detaching from this person. I am going to clarify this a little bit more. But if you're holding on to someone from your past, okay, or even in a connection right now with someone who is keeping you literally in that devil energy, oppression, okay, it also, let's see, Six of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, Ten of Swords. Yeah, this makes me feel like something that was a painful ending. This almost feels like, for some of you that chose this pile, this could be separating or detaching yourself from somebody who was not wanting commitment, not looking for commitment. It could have been a toxic relationship. Okay. It's almost like you're reclaiming your power here. Okay, by releasing here, because the Ten of Wands is what we're holding on to a lot. And in order for us to start new, fresh, we have to let this go, whatever we've got ourselves kind of stuck in here. Because it's like Spirit's wanting you to make this change within yourself to not only help to bring balance to your energy, but for you to have more belief and faith within yourself. Because I feel for some of you, if you've dealt with someone like this that could have been toxic, manipulative, to you, lying, deceptive, cheating. I mean, the devil can also talk about addictions, problems a person could have had. I don't know why. I mean, similar messages were kind of coming through in pile 1 too. But there's a need for switching mentality. I'm seeing introspection at the bottom and intuition blocked. Okay, intuition being blocked here. And I don't know, maybe there's something going on with this person from a past. Transcending karma, and I'm seeing love lessons also. Okay. This makes me feel something of abandonment, somebody who ghosted you. This could even be an abandonment wound from childhood. But yeah, this makes me feel like there's something here with the person. Potentially someone who was deceptive from the past. This could have been very well a lesson in love, a karmic relationship for some of you. And holding on to this person's energy is creating a lot of blockages for you, okay? So yeah, Spirit's saying with the Wheel of Fortune here, it's time to change and get out of this energy because it's keeping you restricted. There's a need for you to detach from this person, attached at the root chakra. So this makes me feel like potentially abandonment, an abandonment wound, or this person was functioning from the lower chakras, which potentially could have been that they were only in it for themselves or not really focusing on connecting with you from the upper chakras, like the heart chakra or, you know, something more better. It makes me feel like the person who was only, I don't want to say they were out to hurt you, but it kind of makes me feel like they were functioning a lot from the ego. Okay, so this is a lesson in love that you've had from the past, prisoner of the past, a need for detachment, a need for forgiveness. Okay, and forgiveness isn't something that happens overnight. Okay, it takes us time. Takes us some time. But yeah, it could definitely be something that's really blocking your intuition here. Okay. So I want to clarify. And for some of you, if you say, okay, well, I don't know how to detach. I don't know how to heal. I don't know how to this or that. You know, this could be you really kind of looking at your wounds and, you know, finding out how or what or what's holding you back here. Researching. Yeah, but really I feel like this is about you reclaiming your power here from someone from your past, okay? What is this prisoner of the past for pile 2? What is this prisoner of the past for pile number 2? The 7 of Cups. There's a lot of illusion surrounding this. I mean, this could even be like if you've had a breakup with someone and you're having like a really difficult time moving on from this connection. You know, if you're obsessed, if you're attached. Let's see. What is the prisoner of the past? Four of Pentacles. That's attached. That is attached. Four of Pentacles. This is clinging. This is attached and holding on, gripping onto this person so tight, afraid to release them, afraid to let them go. Okay? And that is the illusion here. Clinging. Some of you, this is a person that rejected you, okay? With the Four of Cups. A person that ghosted, a person that abandoned, rejected you. Karmic. I'm getting a karmic relationship, okay? What is this prisoner of the past, Spirit? Five of Cups. The reason why is because there's a lot of grief associated with this person. The Five of Cups is grief, pain, sadness, loss, disappointment, feeling hopeless, maybe even a little bit depressed, like being in this situation. But being a prisoner of the past is holding on to these feelings and emotions. That's why you have your Ten of Wands here. Okay? It's like Spirit's wanting you to focus on a new beginning, and you have to create space for something new. In order to do that, we have to make changes here. The Wheel of Fortune is about movement forward. It's about going with the flow of the universe. The universe is trying to help you to shift and change out of this energy here and move forward. Get yourself out of this devil energy, which is the attachment. That's also why detachment is here. Why is detachment here, Spirit? What is this energy? The World, yeah. You need to close a cycle here. Okay. King of Swords. Some of you, this could have been an air sign. Air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This could have been someone who was very emotionally guarded, didn't want to express feelings, emotions. Some of you might also be an air sign here too. The King of Swords is about facing facts, facing the truth of a situation. So if this relationship or this connection is something that is over, that is done, don't keep yourself stuck in an illusion is the message here. Okay? With Scholar here, this might even be literally Spirit saying all of this energy here was some type of lesson for you. Okay? Because this can also be the energy of like a student, somebody who's learning. So this makes me feel like this connection was a lesson for you. That yeah, the King of Swords is about moving into a space of higher consciousness. It's about facing truth, facing facts, reality. The World energy is an ending here. The completion or closing of a cycle here. I'm seeing death at the bottom as well. Okay. Some of you, I'm getting that this could have been a connection that was over and done really quick, but it had a huge impact for some of you. Like it was intense, it was passionate, and then it was done, gone. And it really left you in a really hurt place. because it made you feel like, wow, this is really something here. Okay, what is this forgiveness here? Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, so like I said, forgiveness is something that takes time, okay? It does take time, but the Knight of Pentacles is about taking baby steps, okay? As long as you're focusing on the healing and releasing and detaching. Eight of Wands, yeah. So this is going to change or create the shifts in energy for you. What is the belief and faith here? Queen of Cups, yeah. So by you releasing your hold on this person from the past, Six of Swords, moving on, this is Spirit wanting you to have faith that you will find genuine love, true love. Okay? Have faith in that and knowing that you are deserving of love. This was not the right person for you. Okay? I don't know why today's Spirit is turning pile number 2 into a love reading, but that's what needs to come through for someone. Okay? Karma, karmic relationship. Okay, so let's see what else. What do you need to change or work on? Thirst. It says craving, compulsion, and obsession. And I'm seeing this as 21, which is the world. So if you are, hold on a second. If you are obsessing over this person from the past, this is where Spirit's saying this has to change. Okay? You have to work on detaching. Very specific message for somebody, whoever this is for. I don't know why Spirit's having me do love readings on this channel, because that's not what I do over here, but I guess we're doing it. Let's see. It is about healing, you know? So what do you need to change or work on? Pile 2. We have brother and sister with transformation. Okay. So transformation. We're going to take that message. Transformation. And then we have, I wonder what will happen next. Ready to adventure, the precipice of change, and a pause before action. Okay. I'm seeing at the bottom, it says, never jam today. Promises that never came to be or come to be. Empty words and not living in the now. Okay. If you are someone who is constantly obsessing about what are they going to say? What are they going to do? When are they going to return? When are they going to call me? When are they going to reach out? You know, that kind of stuff. That is where Spirit saying this has to change. This has to stop. Okay? It's kind of like you need your power back. You've handed it over to this person, to this situation. Okay? Spirit is wanting you to get ready with that Ace of Wands. Something new. The beginning of something new. To make change. Okay? Yeah, I'm seeing at the bottom here, endless regret, obsessive grief, replaying the past, and also negative nostalgia. Okay. I was holding on a lot to be processed here, okay? Let's ask Spirit now, how can you change and work on this? How can you change and work on this? What do you need to do? How can you do it? I feel like a good part of that is you becoming or embodying the energy of the King of Swords. Like I said, for many of you, it's facing truth, facing reality, seeing the person for who they really are, not making excuses for them, whatever the situation is, okay? Also recognizing or seeing something as a toxic situation, okay? Removing and cutting ties with this person. I'm getting with this brother and sister here too. I don't know, maybe some of you are still holding on to this person in a way that you still have them in your life and they need to go. Okay? There's a karmic cycle here that has to be completed, closed out. It's I'm just kind of getting here this connection being in a lower frequency energy, and it's the spirit trying to shift you out of that. Okay, out of that energy. So how can you change? How can you work on this? Ten of Swords is your healing. Okay, it is your healing. How can you do this? How can you change? Focus your energy on healing, not this person. Four of Swords. Yeah, a lot of these messages are about healing. Strength. The Fool. Okay. Yeah. The Four of Swords is about healing. It's about rest, reflection, okay, on a painful ending. This is your healing here. The Strength card is about you having the courage to let go. Facing your fears surrounding letting this person go, letting this situation go. Okay. The Strength card is also about you having control of your energy. So if you are someone who is obsessed, is attached, is kind of stuck in that cycle, that toxic cycle there, the Strength card is you kind of reeling back your power and energy. So stop yourself, okay? Let's just say if you are someone who obsessively watches, let's just say pick a card readings. What are they thinking? What are they feeling? What are they doing? What are they this? What are they that? Try to stop doing that. Okay? Try to stop doing that. Catch yourself, you know, if you're starting to kind of go into this like rabbit hole of thinking about the person, try to redirect your thoughts towards productive thoughts about the situation that are actually going to help you to heal versus furthering you down that rabbit hole of obsession. Okay? So it's you really reclaiming your power and being strong. That could even be building up your confidence, because especially if you're someone who has been ghosted, rejected by a person, and the person has really taken a blow to your self-esteem, this is going to be you working on your level of confidence again. Okay? Your self-esteem, your self-worth, feeling beautiful or handsome, just kind of doing things for you. Okay? The Fool energy here is also about doing things that are going to help you to step outside of your comfort zone, away from maybe patterns of behavior that you might have surrounding this person. Like, let's just say, as an example, you go to work all day, you're thinking about the person all day, you're kind of grieving, you're still in a lot of pain, and then as soon as you come home, you watch nothing but pick a card readings about that person, and then you go to sleep, and then you dream about them, and you have all these dreams about the person coming back, and you know, stuff like that, because all that stuff's in your mind, right? Not only your pain, but you know, all the stuff that you listen to with the pick a card readings, too much, you know? So there's a need for you to shake yourself kind of like out of that cycle. Do something different. Don't come home and watch a bunch of pick a card readings about that person, or use YouTube in a different way. Look up readings that'll help you to heal. Look up readings that will help you to heal an abandonment wound or a rejection wound, or ways in which you can feel more confident, or something for you. Okay, is kind of what I'm getting here. So let's see what else is your advice and your guidance. But yes, this is really you focusing on healing. Okay, making healing your priority. Changing up your schedule, or doing something different to help to break you out of, you know, being a prisoner of the past. Like, let's just say you have a bunch of pictures on your phone of the person, you know, or you're still responding to text messages or something like that. It's a need for you to set boundaries or to change things up. You know, if you're still talking to the person, stop talking to them. Okay, it is going to be something that does require a lot of your strength. But yeah, Spirit is definitely wanting to shift you out of this cycle and this energy and kind of help you to reclaim your power here. So what is your advice and guidance? Pile number 2. We have innovation here with new creations, okay? You can also be focusing and transmuting this energy into something else. We've got the Ace of Wands here. Okay. And transmuting, you know, turning your pain into something creative. You could be, like, let's just say you're thinking a lot about this person who hurt you in the past. Write a poem about it. Express yourself through poetry. Through, if you like writing, you know, especially, or painting. Okay? But writing would be a good way to express that. Write a little poem about how this person hurt you or how it made you feel, or create a podcast. Okay? Write a book. Create your own YouTube channel. Okay? Tarot is also a beautiful way to help you to tap into your intuition. It's also a very useful tool to help you to be able to heal as well. Okay? To connect in with your higher self. For those of you, especially if you're interested, tarot can be a very useful tool. Okay? We have sacred breath and sound, life force, and communication. Some of you might enjoy sound baths to help you to heal, breath work that helps you to calm and relax, clear your mind, speak your mind. We have an adjustment here, looking back with moving forward. Okay? So some of you, there could be some adjustments to the amount of time that you spend with, you know, dwelling over the past. Okay? I'm feeling a lot of this is about getting you to kind of be present in the here and the now. Focus on yourself. We've got shamanic journey here with purpose, attunement, and a vision quest. So some of you, this could mean that you are shifting the focus towards yourself and not this other person. Okay? Some of you might really like attending or going to or having, you know, a shamanic journey, finding out what your purpose is, focusing more on yourself. Okay, so that you are able to move forward. Okay, so that is all that I have for you. Pile number 2. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, pile 3. So those of you that resonated with the King card, it says control and reversal of fortune. Okay, so I just got this deck and I wanted to kind of look this up. So I'm going to read the message in here and it is the Citadel. Okay. So the King says, the cheering of the crowd is deafening. Rose petals drift through the air, brushing against the King's gleaming armor as they ride ahead of the parade atop a pristine white horse. They sit proud and indomitable, unaware that the moment their fate changes, they may not be so prepared to handle a shift in fortunes. Power, celebration, honors from a young age. The King has always found that things come easily to them, but there is a catch to being a gifted child. They have never learned the value of hard work. And therein lies their downfall. It says the King is a reminder that taking things for granted can cause irreparable mistakes. Now is the ideal time to practice awareness and value the benefits that come from working out a problem, even if you think you already know the answer. Don't dismiss the wisdom of those who try to show you a new way of working out a solution. Okay? So we're going to see how that message fits into your reading today with what you need to change or work on. Maybe it is your mindset, your mentality, the way that you think about things, or I don't know, maybe this could be taking certain people for granted in your life. Let's see. Or even the fortune that you do have, you know. Let's see. It could even be the value of people, you know, like certain people that you could have in your life, and then taking them for granted. And then when they're not there, then you might regret some, I don't know, choices, decisions, things you could have said, things you could have done. Okay. Let's see here. Pile number 3. What do you need to change or work on? I feel like with this message too, for some of you, and this won't resonate for all of you, but what I'm also getting from this, because the king is, you know, high level, position of power, authority, you know, this can also be like feeling, I mean, this could go into judging others, feeling better than others. It could go into thinking that you're always right, and you're not open to seeing things from a different perspective. Okay, that could be something. It could be part of your shadow, you know, part of your shadow aspect that you might need to change or work on. Okay, let's see, pile 3. What do you need to change or work on? I'm also feeling kind of, because this reminds me of the King of Swords energy. The King of Swords, well, any of the sword suit, can have a very sharp tongue. Okay, so this could be the way that you communicate with other people, the way that you say things. Sometimes words can hurt. Okay, let's see. What do you need to change or work on? Look at, we have the Emperor. The Emperor is a king. Okay. Let's see. What do you need to change or work on? The Wheel of Fortune, that is change. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune is change. Maybe there's some changes surrounding your masculine energy. Maybe learning how to be assertive, but in a way that is not toxic. Okay. Let's see what else is here. What do you need to change or work on? And maybe it could even be standing up for yourself. Okay, for some of you. Learning how to stand up for yourself. Learning how to, you know, be more, I don't know, this could even go into stability. Let's see. What do you need to change or work on? The Moon. Okay. The Moon can be certain fears, insecurities, okay, that you might have, that maybe they could be affecting your masculine energy. We have Justice. Yeah, so Justice is about doing the right thing, making the right decisions. I'm seeing the 7 of Wands at the bottom. Now, the 7 of Wands is a very defensive energy. Okay? Now, this can go 2 different ways with this. Now, some of you could be very defensive when you talk to people, when you communicate, and maybe some things you say are not so nice. Okay? Justice is also the energy of karma. And karma, we have to think about what we do, what we say. Is it in our highest good? When we're making choices and decisions, because our actions have consequences. Okay, so if we're coming in with this energy here that could be, like I said, for some of you, a little bit of a shadow of yourself, we have to understand that if we come in with that, there could be consequences here. We could lose somebody, right? Somebody could want to leave our life or not want to be with us anymore. If it's a romantic partner, it could be a friend that cuts you off. So some of you, it could be that, you know, that you have to really think, because justice is about coming from a place of truth, of honesty, of integrity. Okay? Treating people fairly. Treating people how we want to be treated, or how you want to be treated. Okay? And if you're somebody who has a lot of fears and insecurities, sometimes, right, that communication can be a little harsh. Okay? The Emperor's shadow is one that is very controlling, very demanding, a little bossy, can be a little toxic, okay? A little on the toxic side. So that is Spirit saying something that you need to change or you need to work on, okay? It could be the way that you think or the way that you speak, that communicate, the actions that you take. You have to think about them. Maybe take some time to think, okay, well, if I say this, what might happen if I lash out, if I don't think before I speak, okay? Or think before I act. Does it harm anyone? Does it hurt anyone? Okay. But yeah, that can be that you're someone who's very defensive, and maybe you are somebody who has a little bit of a potty mouth. I don't know. Maybe you need to work on that a little bit. The other side to this with the Seven of Wands is that you're someone who might need to set boundaries with people. That where you need to embody more of your masculine energy of learning how to speak your truth, learning how to stand up for yourself, learning how to be more assertive and confident in that, facing your fears, okay? Wheel of Fortune, I think the Wheel of Fortune has come through in every single pile. The Wheel of Fortune is about change, okay? It is about change. So this is something that you're needing to change about your personality, your pattern of behavior, your way of speaking, thinking, treating others, okay? Could be that. And like I said, some of you, it may be a need for you to just stand up for yourself, set boundaries with people, okay? Especially if you're dealing with someone who might also embody this energy as well, because it can be vice versa. Remember that within the tarot, the energies are fluid. They can feel free to kind of reverse them as necessary. Some of you might be, dealing with a person who embodies that type of energy there, where they could be the person who is defensive with you, who is controlling, or trying to demand certain things be done or a certain way, like I said, some of you, this could be a lot of your shadow, picking up some toxic masculine energies here, where when you are assertive, maybe it is a little on the toxic side, okay? There's healthy masculine energy, and then there's toxic masculine energy. So you have to kind of see where you're at with that, okay? Controlling could also be a thing here. The Emperor, the shadow of that could be someone who's kind of like a tyrant, like just kind of being very like, I need things, I need this done, I need that done, like kind of demanding of others, or and this card is talking about taking people for granted, taking situations for granted. So if you're someone who's always wanted people to cater to you or to give to you, are you also giving back? Okay, with Justice, this is a need for balance, okay? A need for treating people from a place of integrity, honesty, not hurting people. And that sometimes that might come with words or actions, okay? It's also a need for some of you to also maintain another person's boundaries, okay? Respect another person's boundaries. So take it how it resonates, but that's the energy that's coming through with what you need to change or work on. So let's pull some more cards. Feels very shadowy today with this question. I didn't anticipate this, but I guess we're asking what we need to change and work on. I guess shadow energies are going to come through. Let's see. All right, pile 3. What do you need to change or work on? Creating your dreams. Whoa. Changing directions. Okay. And those of you where this doesn't really have to do with you acting like that or saying like stuff like that, to me, more or less, this is about you facing your fears, okay? Some of you, it's literally just needing to embody your masculine energy in a positive way, okay? To face your fears, face your insecurities, and to not back down from pursuing a dream, a goal, okay? So we do have changed directions here. What do you need to change or work on? And we are going to clarify these energies. We have pain and suffering. What do you need to change or work on? Your mindfulness. And we'll see what these are about. But I'm seeing at the bottom we have deep healing here. Deep healing that Spirit is saying you need. Okay. So let's start clarifying. Let's see this change directions first. What are you needing to change directions with? The Emperor is also about creating a plan, taking action, making decisions. Okay? Because we do have control here. So being, like I said, this kind of reminds me of the King of Swords. The King of Swords is about taking action, making decisions. What is this change directions here for pile number 3? Wheel of Fortune. Okay. I don't know if that helps, but we've got the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is about going with the flow. Okay. Wherever universe is guiding, we've got the Ace of Pentacles. Some of you, this could be a new house, a new job, a new career path the Spirit is trying to shift you onto. Okay, might even be a new beginning for some of you. If Spirit's trying to shift you into a new beginning, a new start. Okay. What does this create your dreams here? We do have Aries energy here. Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, Pisces, Libra. Okay. What does this create your dreams? Yeah, we've got Leo energy here. What does this create your dreams? 2 of Wands. There's a need for making a choice here. Ten of Pentacles. Many of you, I'm feeling also, because this is talking about having, for some of you, you might be very fortunate. You might be very abundant. Okay. And if you are very abundant and you are very financially blessed in a way, I feel like Spirit's saying, understand that things in life can change. So if you are someone who is very abundant right now, make sure you are doing good things with your abundance. Okay, you're using this abundance wisely. Okay, that's a message for those of you, especially if you've got, you're making good money right now and you're doing really good. Yeah, make sure that you're putting it to use. You're really taking your time to think about plans for, say, future, right? In case anything does change or shift with your fortune, that you're prepared for it. Okay, is one thing that I see there. Another thing here with create your dreams, the 2 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles, this is also Spirit wanting you to start being, I feel like, also more mindful for some of you with your spending. Okay, maybe changing your spending habits, changing the way your relationship with money. Okay, for some of you, maybe you're being more mindful of the choices that you make with regard to thinking about the future as well. Okay, so let's just say that you have a long-term goal of like, oh, I want to buy a house. Okay, I want to buy the house. But when you get your paycheck, you spend it all on clothes and shoes. And you're not really saving anything for what the actual dream was. Like, Spirit's like, I gave you all this abundance because I thought you said you wanted a house. What are you doing? We're giving you all this abundance right now. Okay, if you feel like you don't need it, I guess we'll take it away. So it's understanding that as well. So yes, 2 of Wands, make a choice. Good choices, I feel like, for future with the 10 of Pentacles. Think about what your long-term goals is something else. Okay, and maybe that does include taking certain actions, being very focused, very disciplined, maybe even some of you with your finances. Okay, so what is this pain and suffering here? Two of Pentacles. Yeah, okay. Now this is like a very specific message here for some of you too. Those of you that are really hurting and holding on to a lot of pain, like I said, or I'm seeing deep healing at the bottom. Pain and suffering, or I want to say suffering rather, is a choice. Okay, it is a choice. We can either keep ourselves in that place, of pain and suffering, or we can choose to really make some efforts with our healing. Okay. So yeah, some of you that have kept yourself kind of in a place where you've been in pain or suffering from things from your past for quite a while, this is Spirit saying here you need to make some changes to that energy as well. Okay, because yes, it is a choice. okay? It is maybe an unconscious choice that we're making, but you have to really kind of bring that to the forefront of your mind, especially if you notice that you're kind of constantly going back to something that happened to you in the past, or even have certain insecurities or fears because of something that happened to you in the past. Okay? There's a need for you to really find balance within your energy through being more mindful of where your thoughts are at. You know, if they keep kind of going back to that trauma, that thing that you're kind of going through here, there's a need to make your healing a priority. Okay? Especially if you're wanting to get past it, you know, and you know that it's becoming an issue, you know that it's a problem, make sure you're going to therapy. Make sure that you're, getting professional help if that is something that you know that you need. Okay? Why is the pain and suffering here? Seven of Swords. Okay. Yeah, some of you, I feel like holding on to a lot of that pain from your past could be something that is creating a lot of insecurities within you, a lot of anxiety. It can be blocking you from being able to connect with others. It could make you have trust issues for some of you. Okay, avoidant, pushing people away. Okay, what is this energy of mindfulness here? We have the King of Cups and the Five of Swords. Yeah, so this is Spirit saying here, choose love, okay? Choose love. Act, speak from a place of love, okay? Because this Five of Swords energy is victim mentality. It is self-sabotaging thoughts. So if we continue to sabotage ourselves or, are stuck in a victim mentality because of something that we've gone through in the past, there is a need for healing. Okay? So be mindful, be compassionate towards yourself as well, especially if you are someone who has gone through, abuse or something very challenging or traumatic here. Be patient with yourself in your healing as well. Okay? But also being mindful, am I sabotaging right now? Have more of an awareness of where your mindset is at. Okay? That's another message that's coming through here. Okay, let's see. What else? Pile number 3. What do you need to change or work on? What does pile 3 need to change or work on? We have the rites of passage, okay, which is kind of like the Six of Swords energy. This is being able to transition past difficult or challenging things in our life and kind of also remove certain people, certain situations from our life that are creating chaotic energy, okay? Work on moving on for some of you. Moving on from the past. We have faith here, trust and unwavering confidence. So some of you, this could be a need for you to maybe have more faith in yourself, in your healing, in your ability to create abundance, in your ability to change directions, career paths, to heal your insecurities or fears or anxiety. Okay, restoring faith and confidence in yourself. We also have it's always tea time, eternity, endless moments, and repetition. So some of you that are kind of noticing that you're repeating cycle after cycle after cycle, the same thing over and over again, be open to changing something, okay? Especially if you notice, like let's just say you're someone who self-sabotages romantic relationships and you keep doing it and doing it and doing it and finding yourself in the same thing over and over again, or even with friendships. Okay? Be mindful of that. Okay? Really take a good look at self and see what can I do to change this. Okay? Being honest with yourself. And then we have butterflies and gloom, and it says after sadness, happiness and hope returns. So yeah, for many of you, I'm seeing that this is understanding that whatever it is that you're going through, okay, the Wheel of Fortune being here is also showing you here that cycles that we go through are not permanent. We have the ability to change and move through those energies. Okay? Sometimes it does require a little bit of effort on our part, but for the most part, the Wheel of Fortune is talking about the cycles of life, right? The ups and downs that we go through. Okay? At the bottom of the deck, I'm also seeing follow your own good advice. And it says trust yourself and you know what is best for you. Okay? So let's just say you're dealing with a situation in your life and you don't know what to do with it, how to handle it. But yet if somebody else came to you, what kind of advice would you give to them? That's what Spirit is saying. Follow your own good advice. Also, for some of you, if you're kind of like giving all this advice to other people, do you follow that same advice for your own life? Okay? That can be something for some of you too, is a need to work on that and change that, you know? Okay. So now let's ask Spirit, how can you change or work on these things? Some of you might already know, exactly what you need to do. But let's see here. How can you change or work on these things? Pile 3. How can pile 3 change? We have the Hanged One, which is the Hangman. The Hangman is about changing your perspective. Okay? Be open to different perspective. Be open to different ways of looking at something. Okay? Instead of limited perspective that you might be looking at something at right now. Be open to changing and seeing things from different perspectives. And if you don't know, and you feel like this is the only way that I see this, talk to someone. Talk to a friend. Talk to a family member. Talk to a romantic partner. Tell them what your issue is or your concern or whatever it is, and be open to also hearing what their perspective is, right? Which is also what this card is about. Okay? So perspective change. We have the 9 of Cups and the 2 of Swords. So how can you... And I feel like, yeah, we've got the 6 of Swords energy here, which is about, well, that is the rites of passage right there. The 6 of Swords. This is about moving away from anything in your life that is creating chaotic energy for you. Okay? Being that you also have the 5 of Swords energy here. The 5 of Swords, the 6 of Swords comes after that. So the 6 of Swords is going to be not only you moving away from chaotic people, situations, but it's also your own way of thinking. Self-sabotaging thoughts is really, looking at yourself. The Hangman is about kind of withdrawing our energy or taking a step back to really see things. Okay? The 2 of Swords is a need for kind of going within, listening to what the intuition is saying. For some of you, it could be detaching or moving away from someone or a situation or even an unhealthy pattern of behavior that you might have. The 9 of Cups is also about you doing things in your life that bring happiness, that bring fulfillment for you. Okay, again, this message is also about wishes being fulfilled as well. Let's see what else. What can you do to change or work on? What can you do to change or work on these things? The 8 of Pentacles is a card of self-mastery, which means that you are putting work, you're actually dedicating time. Okay? A lot of people say, oh, I'm in pain, I'm hurt, I'm still healing, or I'm healing from this thing, but they're not actually putting in the work. You're not actually investing the time, It could be, suppressing it instead. Suppressing it because it's too painful to deal with. If you feel like your efforts to try to heal or to try to move past certain mindsets are, not working, don't be afraid of asking for help. Okay? For some of you, that might mean therapy. That might be sitting with a psychotherapist or talking to a psychologist. You know, really taking care of yourself. You know, that is truly dedicating yourself to something. Okay? For some of you where this, you know, doesn't have to do with the whole love stuff here, the Eight of Pentacles is a card of self-mastery, which means that you are improving and getting better and better and better at your skill, at your talent. You are investing the time into what your passion is, or, you know, something that you really enjoy. And with the star energy here, this is really having more trust and more faith in yourself, in your intuition. Okay? Also, don't be afraid of letting certain things go that you feel are not in alignment for you. Okay? Be open to change. Be open to movement forward, away from things that do not bring you fulfillment. So how can you change or work on these things? What do you need to do? How can you change or work on these things? We have calming the waters, and it says peaceful self-regulation. Okay? So this is really learning how to regulate your own emotions. Okay? And for those of you that don't know what self-regulation is, let's just say that you're talking to somebody and they say something mean to you and it really upsets you. It makes you anxious. It makes you feel like you want to cry. It makes you angry. Self-regulation is learning how to calm yourself down and learn how to have control over your feelings and your emotions, and not say things you shouldn't, right? Especially with this king energy here. That was the message that was coming through there. Watch what you say. Watch your words, okay? This could also be like if you notice that somebody is making you upset, walk away, okay? Take some time to breathe, to ground, go for a walk, and you can calm yourself down that way, okay? Sometimes it gets, you know, a little challenging, especially if somebody pisses you off and you want to just lash out at them. But there's a need for you to learn how to be in control of your emotions, not let them control you. That reminds me a lot of the Strength card. Okay? Also, changing the way that you react to people. Okay? Again, having more control over yourself. And that takes practice. Okay, especially if you have anger issues or you're someone who is very sensitive, very emotional. Okay, and anytime anybody says anything to you, you cry. Which I used to be like that too, so I know I was very sensitive. I'm still sensitive, but not quite as much as I used to be before, because I feel like I've gone through a lot, so, you know, it kind of made me a lot stronger, and I don't let things bother me as much as they used to, and that definitely comes from maturing and learning how to be more emotionally mature and not let things, because before I used to have like a lot of sadness, depression, stuff like that, where somebody would say something to me and it would bother me for like days and days and days, and I'd kind of ruminate on it over and over again. And now it's just like I'll listen and I'll watch a person who feels like they need to say, and not that I really have people in my life that do that anymore, but, you know, even if it's like a family member or something like that, like I'll just listen, you know, they have to say what they have to say. I'm not going to let what they say bother me, affect me. They're speaking whatever is on their mind or their heart, and that's their opinion, you know, whatever. It doesn't, you know, I don't let it, you know, so that's you, you know, for whatever, how you regulate. Okay. Unbothered. Let's be unbothered. Let's see, how can you do it? Pile number 3. We have telepathy, transmission, perception, and communication. Uh-oh. Okay, we've got wisdom here, learning, joy, art, and music. And then we also have hidden knowledge here with Akashic records and silent understanding. So I'm getting a lot of very intuitive energy here as well. You know, and for some of you, if you feel like your intuition is a little blocked, you know, there could be a need for you to really work on reconnecting in with your higher self. I'm seeing wisdom, learning, joy, art, music. Some of you, picking up new hobbies, which is also the Eight of Pentacles energy, hobbies, skills, talents, things like that. Things that bring you joy, okay? Things that make you happy. Like I said, for some of you, it is being open to change, okay? And maybe this is you kind of doing things that you love here. We've got joy, art, and music. She looks like she's playing an instrument here. Bringing more fun into your life, okay? Surrounding yourself with people that make you feel happy, okay? That's kind of what I'm getting with your message. And I'm also seeing death and rebirth at the bottom, darkness to light. So this says a lot to me about the transmutation of energies. Okay, be open to change, be open to transforming. Like I said, for some of you, it's being open to other perspectives. Okay, advice from others. Doesn't mean you have to take it, but at least you can be able to see things from a different perspective from another person, being able to offer that guidance and advice, especially for some of you, like let's just say that you're in your 30s and somebody comes to you at 20 years old and they're telling you something, and you're just like, they don't know what they're talking about. They're 20. Listen to them. Take time to listen to them, to what they're saying, and vice versa. Maybe they have something. Maybe they've learned something, or maybe they've, they're channeling from their higher self and they're giving you a message that way. Just be open to other perspectives so you're able to, make the changes that you need to. Okay? So that is all that I have for you, pile number 3. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading.